It's good though. It's
what?
It's just
Okay,
that's it.
it's just
good.
there's a bit of odd silence.
I didn't know
It's
what
good.
to say.
It's I was waiting for you to say something.
Yeah. How you been though, man? You been doing good? What you been up to lately?
Nothing much. Watching movies,
Kissing boys,
playing games with people's hearts. I'm kidding.
Playing games, breaking hearts.
I have been just doing what Ryan does, which is watch movies, play video games, and masturbate.
Yeah.
So
I was making the motion. I was like, you doing a little bit of that?
A little bit of this,
a little bit of that,
a little bit of that.
It started with a jizz. Now we're up to bat. See, I mixed up the lyrics.
Started with a jizz.
Started with some jizz. Now,
kick back, relax.
Ooh,
yeah.
Dude, my favorite mornings are the ones where I wake up super late, jerk off, and then go back to bed for 5 hours.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a horrible, horrible way to spend the day.
Just, you got to keep in mind whenever you...
When you crank one out, you get tired.
Well, whenever you masturbate, yeah, you get tired and that an angel weeps.
Every time you masturbate, an angel cries.
Yeah.
An angel weeps. The tears will stream down. That's why it rains all over the world. Every time it rains, it's because somebody masturbated and an angel is upset.
I used to, when someone told me it's raining because angels are crying, and in my head I was like, whoa, that's amazing.
I remember I thought thunder was God and the angels bowling.
Laughing. Or bowling was another one. There was
God was
bowling
like
or laughing.
Hitting a strike. And I'd be like, ooh, yeah, that was definitely a fucking strike.
Good job, God. Oh, 3 movies I'm excited for are coming out this weekend.
Oh, your mama's pussy.
And I'll list them soon.
Your mama's ball sack.
I'm so important, and my opinions are so great.
List those fucking movies.
Was it Child's Play?
Was not Child's Play.
Okay.
It was before that.
John Wick 3. We both loved.
John Wick 3, fucking phenomenal movie. And I also had a dream I met Keanu Reeves.
Was it Detective Pikachu?
It was Detective Pikachu. Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah.
Because I didn't like it that much.
I like Detective Pikachu.
And you thought that's fine. I'm not gonna attack you because you thought Detective Pikachu was fun. But you sure as hell will attack me for thinking it was just okay, and I didn't like it.
I will. In fact, I'll come to your place of living, and I might commit some arson, some acts of unthinkable crimes against you.
3 movies that are coming out this weekend that maybe I should start doing this every now and then, like movies that are on my radar that I'm like, hey, maybe people should keep these on their radar if they're interested. One is The Farewell. It's the movie that stars. Does she have a proper actress name yet, or is it still Awkwafina?
I think it's just Awkwafina right now.
Yeah, it's the one about the Chinese family and the grandmother is dying of cancer and they don't want to tell her or something.
Oh,
yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
What's the other ones?
The other one is The Art of Self-Defense.
Yes, I want to see that so bad. That looks really good with Jesse Eisenberg.
Yes. And then the other one, okay, I don't care if I get shit for my movie taste on this thing, but I really enjoy creature features. At first I was like, I like monster movies, but it's like, I think I specifically like creature features more. Not creatures as in like Creature of the Black Lagoon, while that is a fun little romp. I really like sharks or alligators or bears or stuff like that.
Scary monsters, nice sprites.
There's a movie coming out called Crawl that I'm really I'm pumped to go see because I hope it's fun. Yeah,
it looks like fun.
The one where a hurricane goes through Florida and this girl stays behind because her dad was staying behind her. I can't remember. She has to go save her dad, but her house ends up being flooded and filled with alligators. So she has to traverse her house filled with alligators and like trap them in the shower and shit. Like
it's like Home Alone, but with alligators.
Yeah, and I love goofy shit like that. And so a lot of the times I go to those types of movies and I don't find they're not fun and they're not good. And I'm like, oh, that was bad. And it's like, what did you expect? But sometimes they're that right bit of a camp that's just fun.
Yeah.
And I thought the Meg was really fun and goofy to watch. Like we all saw that together.
Yeah. It was a good fucking movie.
With was it Jason Statham was being dragged by a boat? As
An incredibly Chinese funded movie.
Oh yeah.
Dude, wait. What about instead of Home Alone, it's Dome Alone? It's
Dude.
Macaulay Culkin sucking his own dick at home.
Dude, I can look up sort by movies. NC-17.
Yo, we got any good NC-17 joints coming out?
No, well, I can look up nothing coming.
Do they really
soon.
even make those anymore?
No,
'Cause they know it won't
I think
make money.
they might, but I think most NC-17 is just given to R. Because
I think they try to cut it down. Like, they cut shit out to make it R because they know it'll have a bigger audience.
Well,
if they
R's
do that.
becoming, I think, a little more lenient. Like in R-rated films these days, I've seen a lot more dick than I did in previous R-rated films.
I've noticed that, yeah. When I realized, I'm actually just watching a gay porno. Dude, we should run a movie
Like
theater and
Midsummer
watch gay
had
porn.
had some penis. in it.
Penis? It had,
Yeah, had multiple peni in it.
It's funny how like male frontal nudity is like the worst thing you can show in a movie, pretty much. Like, why is that regarded as like so much worse than like?
Because I think a penis is a lot more jarring to be exposed to than like a vagina
Than a
or
vaginal
breasts.
crease. Yeah. Why is that though?
Because penises are aggressive
Because it's like
in nature.
out.
I
It's
guess.
It's projecting outwards towards
Yeah,
you.
but most of the I don't think
3D.
they can show an erect penis in R-rated films. I think they can only show flash.
And I guess because that's too sexual by nature.
Yeah, it's too sexually
yeah.
charged. I don't know. The MPAA is stupid.
Dude, don't say that. They're gonna rate us R.
There's a good documentary about it. I forget what it's called. Just look up MPAA documentary.
It's called the MPAA is stupid. A documentary by Ryan McGee.
But you just find out like the rating system in America is like kind of it's not real. It's driven. Yes, it's a corporation and it's a business, but it's ultimately driven by just kind of like everyday, just kind of like older, like 40s and 50-year-old people that just kind of like make up the rules as they go, and like there's no. It's kind of like YouTube in a sense where there's no clear identification of what you can and cannot put. It's just kind of like movies eventually have felt out. You know how PG-13, I think it still does it today, or for the longest time they had the one fuck rule.
Oh, and like, but also it's so weird because if you go back, it's shifted for sure. Because if you go back and watch like 80s PG movies, they'll say like shit and stuff.
That is because
in a PG movie.
Well, Jaws was rated PG because PG was in between PG-13 and R. I don't think they had did they have a rating above PG for a while?
Didn't they have PG-13?
PG-13 was new because Jaws was PG, and I don't think PG-13 was out in the 70s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
let me look that up. When was PG-13 introduced?
TV has weird ratings too. Like there's like Y7, right? Isn't there? There's like Y7.
PG-13 on August 10th, 1984, only 3 months after parents were outraged over the release of PG-rated Temple of Doom, Red Dawn, and a drama starring Patrick Swayze, became the first film to be released with PG-13. Oh, so Red Dawn was the first PG-13
movie.
film.
Wow.
Because of the outrage of Indiana Jones' Temple of Doom being PG.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because he shows his penis in that movie.
I'm going to see when was R-rated movie.
Remember, like, rated X. I remember when I was a kid, I thought, like, there were X-rated movies that they'd show in theaters, and, like X was, like... I remember X was such a mysterious thing as a kid, because I remember, like, believing in this thing called Planet X, where, like, I was like, that's a planet beyond Pluto that has, like... My friend told me there were, like, seal aliens on it, like seals, so I believed in that for a while. I was a stupid fucking kid.
Okay, so PG-13 was the newer rating, because R was a thing because it says the ratings used from 1972 to 1984 were G, PG, and R. And so you would have to have a massive kind of jump to get that R rating back in.
So they could
back in
put...
the
That
day.
makes so much sense now. Like, I didn't know that. So that makes sense why so many PG movies had things in it that nowadays they'd never put in a PG movie. Because nowadays it seems PG movies are primarily for a younger, like a kid audience. You said it last night. You were over at my place and you were like, imagine if I took care of myself. And I was like, that's too dangerous, dude. That's
Imagine if I went to the gym, if I worked out, if I ate right, if I just paid attention to just my hygiene in general. Imagine what a difference that would make. But no, I like being abusive to my body.
You wouldn't be Ryan McGee. Yes, you
wouldn't.
would. You would be. I've always wondered. I've had this like in the back of my head. I'm like, I feel like one day there'll be like a Ryan Renaissance, and like
I'll just change and do everything good for myself.
You'll be like, yeah, and you'll be like this fucking like Fabio-esque hunk. Which I mean, you already are incredible looking now, and not
So
fat by
nice.
the way. But
well, again, on many occasions. I never said fat in this conversation.
No, I'm just saying in general because I know you think that. So I was just saying you're not fat by any means.
Thanks.
Not at all.
Okay.
When you call yourself fat, it makes me laugh actually.
Why?
Because you're not fat.
I'm tubby.
No.
I'm that pear shape.
No, you're not.
My
you're
side
not.
comes a little
Ryan,
farther out than up
remember
here.
in Nashville?
That's a pear shape.
Remember in Nashville, we saw that woman that was built like the Liberty Bell. That was pear shaped.
Like, sorry, the reason it's so funny is because she was literally built like a Mike
I've never
Wazowski.
seen it. Like if Mike Wazowski was shaped like the Liberty Bell. We were in a gas station parking lot, and I just looked around.
And it wasn't really because she was fat. It was because she had like
a bizarre body shape.
Yeah, it was just odd.
I was like, Ryan, she built like the Liberty Bell over there. And he looked and like lost it. She was though. Like, and I'm not saying it was unattractive or anything. I'm just saying it was a statement. It was an observation.
The reason it's so funny is because it's like, who's that Pokemon? And you know how it shows the silhouette? She was the silhouette of the Liberty Bell.
It was weird. Like just the curves and everything.
Yeah, I didn't understand. Like her basically
her legs were so
her
thin.
Her head was so far down that. Did you ever see Spider-Verse, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Well, I can't. Well, Kingpin in it.
It's like her head was
do you
like
know
the
what
top of
Gru
the bell.
is in Despicable Me?
Yes.
You know how his
yes.
head comes below the top of his torso?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what she had. And I've never seen that in real life. I've only seen it with cartoon characters.
Well, I think that's why it was so jarring, because it looks cartoon-esque, because the legs were so thin and long.
Yeah.
It was like, but then the body and the head, like the torso.
The arms are pretty long, too.
It was like a Spore character.
Yeah.
This poor lady. We're just roasting this random poor lady. She
let's
doesn't
make ourselves feel better. But she...
No one knows who she. I don't even know who she is.
Yeah.
But to the Liberty Bell lady out there, Godspeed.
Yo, I fucking love softball. It's Ready Dread, love throwing that softball. I bet your head.
Can I get one of those clean bitches?
Bitch.
That's
Ooh.
it. That's the Freddie Dredd.
Is that what you're
bitch
known
right
for?
there.
Yeah, it's either like it's either Doom Shop motherfucker or bitch.
I like... You have a very clean bitch.
It's very clean.
Your bitch is really clean.
You listen to the
Freddie.
music.
I have worked on it.
Your
for a
bitch
little
is
bit.
incredibly clean.
How long did it take you to clean your bitch?
It took me about like probably a year to clean my bitch.
You trained that bitch well,
It
didn't you?
started
did.
off as
You've been
bitch, and then it was bitch, and then it was bitch.
Well, I'm just super happy that you're able to just clean your bitch so
Have
well
such a
and really.
clean bitch.
Thank you. My shit's trash. I hate it.
No, Freddie, your shit's good. He's been mixing records in my house. It's been interesting to watch. But
I haven't done that. No, that's not me.
I hit him up on Instagram, and then he was like, "I love SuperMega. Ha, yes, Daddy likes. Matt watch it from SuperMega.
Matt and Ryan, I love SuperMega. So
I love
much.
SuperMega." I actually
so funny.
You actually sent me an audio clip through the DMs, Freddie, and you were like, "Hey, I love you. I just want to be on your podcast. If you can make that happen."
That's not what I said. I said
I don't want to say what you said because there's a few epithets that would tank my career. But yes, that's the general
he's been
idea.
staying with me. I believe I've heard it. Yeah, he
just say the whole thing.
he did that funny thing where he wrote like you know how there's all things like, oh, I asked her to prom by writing prom on my penis and I showed it to her. He wrote podcast on his penis.
By the way, if you do that, that is sexual assault.
Yes, do not do that. That's legitimately like that's exposing yourself to somebody. Don't do that.
Excuse what?
Freddie, did you do that?
I did that once.
You wrote prom on your penis?
That I did it.
Were you in high school?
He wrote
middle of my
penis
high
on his
school.
penis.
You were in high school when you did this, correct?
No, I was in elementary school. It was to the graduation.
He went up on stage.
I said, "Will you graduate with me on my ass?" And then I wrote balls on my dick, and then
Because you don't have any balls.
They
And so
were
you wanted
tall.
people to know that
I
this is where the balls would be.
I only have a dick.
But he didn't know where the balls went, so he wrote balls on top because he thought that's where the balls
Yeah, one day
would
they
go.
just disappeared. I don't know where they are.
Still to this day.
It's like every now and then I'll like check a few pockets after the wash. Still can't find them.
Still no balls anywhere.
To be honest, I wished them away, and they just they left. They're gone in the morning.
It's one of those like
on
you have a
Christmas.
dream and you wake up and you're like, oh. And you look and your balls are gone. You had like a dream about you lived in a world with no balls and you wake up and it's true.
How
Have you
beautiful
had
it would be.
A beautiful world.
I hate
without
those
balls.
Without
shits,
balls fueling all the violence in the world.
Dude, if there were no balls, you know how much world peace there'd be? Balls fuel, like, think about this, guys. Think about how much shit in the world is fueled by sex and by lust. That's because of balls. That's a little dangling sack
shriveled up scrotum with two little round little chestnuts in there. That's the cause of most of the world's problems is balls.
Yeah.
Like if you want to break it down to specifics, it's balls.
I mean, I'm not arguing.
Sounds like you're arguing.
I did not.
You want to see my balls?
No. You're still pulling them out. I
Pulling
said
them
no,
out?
so this is harassment.
No, it's not, Ryan.
I'm saying
You've
no.
seen my balls so many times.
Does that give you the right to just whip them out
Nobody
whenever
has seen
you
my
want?
balls more than you.
That is true, but does that give you the right?
Nobody has seen my balls.
Does that
more
give
than
you the
Ryan.
right to whip out your balls when I say no?
Are you really saying no? Can I not do it?
You're
I
actually-
see the smile.
You're actually waiting. You know, I think like I'm. You see how happy I am.
How about I pull them
Freddie?
through my
You're
zipper?
like-
happy. You
I'm
got a
happy
big
that you
smile.
respect me that much. But
about I
yeah,
pull-
sure, pull your balls out.
through my zipper, not through the top of my
wanna see
pants.
balls.
See?
Oh,
Pull
wait,
my
whoa,
balls.
whoa, whoa! Freddie said he didn't want to see your balls.
Freddie, don't look.
Freddie, are you okay?
Don't look, Freddie. What do you think about those balls?
I think Freddie. Don't look at Freddie.
Stop, Freddie. Do
His
not look
balls
at me.
are still out. No. For people wondering,
He blew some jewel smoke on my balls. Thank you, Freddie.
did you feel the
I
dust?
did. It was very nice. It's very fucking hot in the recording room. And I do have to say, you blowing that cool jewel smoke on my balls was incredibly.
You can put them away now.
I can keep them out for the rest of the podcast.
Is that a power move?
A bit. It's a bit of it's a bit of an ego thing for me.
Okay.
It's a bit of a kind of a power move. Yeah. Well, guys, we're back. We had to cut some shit out.
Not the Martin Luther King stuff.
No, some stuff that went a little farther. Well, Freddie actually started saying the N-word, so we did have to cut down.
That never
unfortunately.
happened. I don't think that ever happened, did it?
Yeah. Good luck getting signed now, dumbass.
Come on.
I'm just kidding, Freddie.
Come on.
They'll sign you because we're the funny YouTube men.
If SuperMega still is
I
around in
don't even-
2046, we will release the audio of what Freddie was saying.
What if like
That's so
We're
embarrassing,
around,
'cause
and
when
we're
you-
like
when you
the-
release it, it's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be me sitting here.
no. We're the biggest brand in the world at this point. Like we've overtaken Google, Facebook, Microsoft.
We're bigger than Charmin.
I'm searching up tits on fucking supermega.com.
I like how that's the goal.
Charmin. I mean, dude, being bigger than Charmin.
That's a big deal.
That's a big fucking deal, man. Everybody knows Charmin. Everyone knows the fucking Charmin Ultra. Less is more. Like the Charmin Bears. They had toilet paper on their assholes.
You know, and like some New Yorker can't use the whole like, I wipe my ass with your product. Like as a thing where it's like they go to a thing because people actually do wipe their asses with their product.
Exactly.
So
They're
that's
immune.
one less like fuck you that someone could deliver to them because of their product. and
That's
how
good for
they
the
are.
world.
Yo, those Charmin Ultra commercials with the cartoon bear with the toilet paper
They got
on
a
them.
plump ass.
They did, and I guarantee for many people that was their
The dad
sexual
bear
awakening.
and the mom bear.
That was someone's sexual awakening. Someone probably listening to this right now is like, I feel very targeted because that was my sexual awakening. That's what bred furries in the current climate of America.
Freddie, what was your sexual awakening?
It just gets into like the most graphic detail. It's like, Fred, whoa,
Shit. My sexual awakening began when I found my dad's. No, it wasn't my dad's. It was like my fucking grandpa's. He was collecting like a bunch of really vintage porn magazines, and they were.
I thought that was
beautiful.
going in a different direction, to be honest.
But my grandpa.
Because most people don't start their sexual awakening story with my dad
No.
and then change it to my grandpa.
With.
Rich coming from me, but you know,
Yeah, no, it's
you found some vintage
It starts
pornography.
with my. Yeah, it starts off with my grandpa.
You seen VeggieTales?
Yeah, I seen VeggieTales.
Kind of one for me.
They knew what they were doing when they made that
They
show.
knew exactly when the main character is a phallic object.
Yeah. He's got a pudgy best friend.
Matt and Ryan
Yep.
from SuperMega.
Yep.
Stop with that joke. Stop.
Please.
I'm so serious. Stop it.
Wonder what the next one will be.
I was walking down the street in Los Angeles the other day and I heard someone yell it out. That's enough.
That's how people start to like when they recognize it. I noticed I was like, Matt and Ryan.
It's very common.
Or if it's
now.
just me, they just go Ryan from SuperMega.
And when it's me, they go, Matt? Actually, a lot of people say Ryan from SuperMega as a joke to me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've gotten Matt too. Yeah.
But Ryan, Sexual Awakening?
Sexual awakening was. I've said this multiple times.
I didn't even
It's-
finish mine.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
We can't just have you.
It basically ended with my grandpa. I need to.
And that's all you need to know.
Grandpa,
Sorry,
porn
what was your-
magazines, figured out what boobs are, typed in boobs on Google, found this one picture of this girl at a protest with her tits out.
in Russia, probably.
No, not in Russia.
I love how you know this is real because that's so specific.
Yeah, no, that's
not
why-
like a made up bullshit thing. It's like some National Geographic shit.
I swear to God, I thought that she could see me, and I didn't have my shirt on. And
She could see your tits.
And then I ran out of the room. My parents found the picture of the girl in a protest with her tits out, moved the computer upstairs.
Oh no.
And then
Ooh.
that's where the urges came. I said, I need to see those fucking tits one more time.
What are they? I need to get a good look at them. How come these look different than those?
That's how he got into rap, actually.
Yes.
Yeah,
What was your sexual awakening, Matthew?
I just said.
rap.
No, VeggieTales.
Oh, VeggieTales.
Yeah, actually, legit. I don't know. I think it was
I can pinpoint mine.
Wait, I'm
Boom.
trying to think. of my legitimate sexual awakening. I could think of my first big crush on a fictional character. Fuck, my actual. I can't think of it actually. I really don't know.
This is clear as yesterday to me. And I've said it multiple times.
You have. I remember.
You already know what it is.
I do remember.
Well, what
but
is
Freddie
it?
doesn't know.
What is it, Matt? You say what my sexual awakening.
It
is.
was that song, right?
It was a certain Pink song.
Where she's like, "Kiss my ass" or something. Was that it?
The party's getting started. That one. And she goes, "You'll be kissing my ass," and I was like, like her naked butt. Yeah.
I'm coming
out, so you better get this party started.
I'm coming out. I'm coming.
I think that was my ringtone.
That was
at
my
one
sister's
point.
favorite
Your
song.
ringtone was my sexual awakening, my
That's
man.
amazing.
So if Ryan had heard your ringtone, he would have gotten at least a semi-chub.
That's awesome, dude.
Do you remember B.O.B.? What the fuck
do.
happened to him?
I don't know. B little O big B.
Yeah, Big B, Little O, Big B.
Yeah, Big B,
Bob.
Bigsby.
His name's just
Mo,
fucking
Mo
Bob.
Bigsby. No,
Mo Bigsby, dude.
Is it Mo Bigsby? Is that his last name?
From fucking Ned's Declassified?
It's not Mo Bigsby. It's
Ned Bigsby.
Ned Bigsby.
From Mo's
Mo
Declassified.
Bigsby. From Mo's
What's up, guys? Welcome to Mo's Declassified.
What a horrible name. I mean, the name. Hopefully, there's no one. Do you
The
think
one fucking dude listening named Mo
My
Bigsby
name's
is like,
Mo.
Wow, what the fuck, guys?
Where does Mo come from? What's the origin of the name Mo?
It's just such a primal sound.
Mo.
It's like they heard some cattle make that sound. Like, I'm gonna name my son that shit.
Think of like all the names, just like you got Matt, Ryan, Derek, Jason,
Nathaniel.
Amanda, and then you got Mo.
It's just
Is
one.
Mo a name?
It is a name.
Why?
And why is there an E
I'm
at
gonna
the
look
fucking
this
end?
up. The origin. Name this podcast episode "The Origin of Mo."
Well, what's funny to me about it is especially the spelling, because it's like they chose such a fucking simple sound as a name, but they were like, "Mo is not enough. We need to at least make it look classy." So they threw one more letter at the end. They put E, so it's like, oh, see, now it's not as bad as it sounded.
It actually is like bare bones basic. Okay, see
What's
if
the et-
I'm
what's
gonna
the
s- I'm gonna see
etymology?
I'm gonna see if your brain makes the same connection that mine did. The name Mo is a boy's name of English origin meaning delivered.
The baby was born.
Boom, you got it.
Mo!
So I'm glad we're on the same wavelength. That's exactly what it is. It's delivered. Mo. It seems like so. Mo was like, was Mo just given to babies that didn't have a mom or dad, or like didn't have anyone to care
It's like
for
the
them,
default
or-
like name before you customize your character and change it to something
Mo.
else. Like Mo.
delivered.
It's a pretty bad name. I guarantee there's some dude named Mo. It's like, all right, cool. Honestly, you know what? Mo's a kind of. I wish my name was Mo.
No, you don't.
Look at me. Look at the way I look, Ryan. What if my name was Mo? Like, look at me and visualize it. Mo Watson. That's funny, right? Dude, if your name was Mo, I wouldn't be able to stop
Mo
laughing when I look at
McGee.
you. Mo McGee. Well, your name is like such a funny last name, except for with
Thanks.
Ryan. Ryan, it's perfectly fine, but like,
Is it?
Yeah, like it doesn't sound funny. But if you were to put it with like any other name, like Douglas McGee, it sounds funny.
Douglas.
See,
Like Douglas.
Douglas is a funny name.
Seen any movies lately? You fucking horn dog.
Horn dog.
Pretty boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you, dude.
Dude, I don't know how uncomfortable this podcast is if there was like real sexual tension. If you were like,
I'm like rubbing my feet. Fuck.
well, I mean, you're
dude.
doing that regardless. You were doing that before you brought it up. You were like playing footsie with yourself over there.
I know. I was imagining it was you.
It looks good.
Thank you.
You got nice little piggies.
Could trim them up a bit.
You could trim them, but at least you don't have fucked up feet like mine. You know, I got these bunions. I got these big ass bunions.
Do you actually have bunions?
Dude, do you not see the shape of my foot? Look at this. I'll take my sock off. Let me show you this. Do you see? Your foot doesn't do that. See this part right here? You don't
that a-
have that.
A little bit. Yours is more out.
It should be like this, but it's like that.
You're gonna have to get corrective surgery.
Yes, I do.
For that,
Very
aren't you?
expensive corrective surgery. and it's going to be very painful. The doctor legitimately told me, he said this. He said, Matt, you got to have this corrective bunion surgery at some point in your life.
But while you're here, I can also give you ass injections.
And he did do that, and it actually was fantastic. I ended up not getting the surgery for the feet, but I did get the ass injections.
I want to see you one day, Matt, just pridefully strolling by with your perfect feet, that perfect ass, and big, new, luscious lips.
I might. Dude, okay,
Wait, could you
if I
imagine
had
if you-
big, new, luscious lips, like big Botox, and ass injections, I might be able to dominate the gay porn market as like the #1 twink bottom in the world. And that's not me saying I'm a bottom. I'm just saying that would fit the type. All right, that's enough time in the spotlight, MeUndies. We gave you your time this week. Okay, settle down.
Guess who's turning? Oh,
Ryan, I'm on 1% by the way, so this ad read might have to be up both our phones if my phone dies.
that's fine.
Go.
Today's show is also brought to you by Horny.
They're not going to appreciate that. Just took the name of their brand and changed it. They're literally like the first 5 seconds of the ad read.
Just making a mockery. The easiest way to save money when you're shopping online. Honestly, before I found out about Horny, maybe the first one is
say
okay.
Honey. Just say honey. It's
Okay.
honey, guys. It's for honey.
Can you believe what Bill Clinton has done?
Honestly, I can, you know.
Bill.
The Clinton kill list has gained another name.
Jeffrey Epstein has committed suicide.
R.I.P. Jeff, man. I was on the beach in Thailand, and it was nighttime, and I got this notification on my phone, and I just screamed. I said, damn it, Hillary. Damn it, Bill. Once again, you've done it.
You know, they were asking me as a YouTuber, they're like, you know, we need your help. And I offered my help with the Epstein case, and they said, this dude just committed or tried to commit suicide because we found him in his jail cell with bruises around his neck, and we're afraid that he might have tried to hang himself. And he's a huge witness that whose case incorporates a lot of powerful, rich people.
Probably the head of the biggest pedophile ring in the world.
And I'm like, I'm sitting back in my lawn chair in the backyard, you know, throwing the tennis ball with Lego, and I'm on my Bluetooth. I'm like, listen, buddy, if you need my help, I'm here. What's up? They're like, so we have him on suicide watch. I'm like, whoa, buddy, you have him on suicide watch? That's a serious thing to put someone. Take him off of that. Take him off of that.
That's too stressful for him.
I mean, think about he just had one of the worst court dates recently, and where a lot of stuff is coming to light. He's probably embarrassed.
He's having a lot of negative media attention. That's embarrassing.
And they're like, oh, so just take him off? I'm like, yeah. And while you're at it, you know, give him some free time. Tell some guards to just go fuck off for a bit.
And make sure he has ample materials, like if he wants to learn how to tie some knots or something.
Thanks, Matt. That's me. You were just standing behind.
I was behind you, giving you more recommendations.
Yeah, you're just like nervously pacing because you're excited that the Justice Department called us.
Has called us once again, actually.
Yeah,
that's not the first time the Justice Department has given us a ring.
Yeah, Hong Kong's calling, but I can't fucking understand them.
Yeah,
so
I don't. They
know how
are
to help with
freaking
that
out about
situation.
something, but I can't. I don't know how to help with that.
That shit's ridiculous.
It's insane, dude. Wait, real quick. I just
sorry, go.
I was gonna say like.
No. Actually, I want to talk.
Go,
Never mind.
go for
I'm
it. Go
kidding.
talk.
Go.
Just.
No, I just wanted to.
I just want. It's like a sitcom moment when like, like the guard walks into the cell, just like, oh no!
I like to think of it as like it's one of those moments where one's like in the drive-through ordering something, and all of a sudden he goes. He calls his guard buddy. No. He's in the drive, then all of a sudden, he looks. There's a Twitter notification. Jeffrey Epstein found dead in his cell. He goes, spits out his milkshake. Calls up his guard friend. Weren't you the one watching Jeffrey Epstein?
I thought you were watching him.
No!
Drake and Josh watching Jeffrey Epstein.
And all of a sudden, it's like, but Megan said that they were having 2-for-1 burgers at Burger King.
Drake!
Megan!
Weren't you watching Mr. Epstein? I thought you were watching him. I thought you were watching him.
All of a sudden, bling, the Twitter icon comes up.
Joe! Let me tell you a little bit more about Thailand. So to get around, you would give a man on a moped.
No women.
No women driving the mopeds.
There are also no women driving the taxis in Japan.
A woman drove my taxi, though, to the airport.
Ooh.
So...
Was she wearing, like, what are those, like, the glasses with the mustache?
Hello.
What are they called?
Groucho Marx.
Yeah, the Groucho
I always want to say
Marx.
Karl Marx glasses, and I'm like, no, it's not Karl.
That would
Marx
be a big
glasses.
bushy beard.
Yeah, that'd be a big old beard and a bald cap. How I'm gonna look in 10 years. But basically, you just get on the back of mopeds and ride them around, and some dude will just like zip you around for 10 baht, which is the currency there. And I found out that a lot of them take meth pills.
Like just meth?
Just meth,
Straight meth?
in pill form, yeah, to stay awake and get the driving done. And so like you'd be on the back and then just be like tweaking and twitching and be like, oh, all right. It was very scary. There weren't a lot of rules in the road. There's no traffic rules pretty much.
From what I've seen of Live Leak, you getting on the back of that moped is a surefire way to end up on the underside and grounded by a big truck.
Well, they like zipping between cars while you're on the back, and you're just hanging on to the little
Dude,
thing behind
if your
you.
pelvis clips the side mirror of another car,
I'm going flying. Yeah. Well, it's gonna shatter
gonna
my pelvis.
yeah.
And I'll probably fly off the back. And there was one point he's going real fast. I'm hanging on the back, and I'm kind of like he's jolting a lot, like the bike. So I was like, oh shit. And I had a bunch of bags too, like my backpack and my tote bag. So I'm kind of like hanging on with one hand. And there's a car driving really fast behind us, right behind us. And I looked, and I'm like, if I were to fall off the back, that car would run me over in like less than a second. Like
yeah,
there's
keep
no
driving.
Yeah. So, oh my God. And the amount of children I saw just like propped onto a moped, just like not even hanging on, made me so nervous. Because they like, they're on the mopeds, they'll just zip through cars. If someone's in your way, you just drive around them like on a car. It's insane. The
Getting
traffic
coffee?
there. What?
What? No, nothing.
What'd you say?
It's like getting coffee.
With a comedian?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I didn't say with a comedian. I just said with coffee because you said you're
Getting in a
you're on
car, and a coffee with a comedian in Thailand. Just go. But dude, there'd be like guys on mopeds like to cut through traffic would come down the opposite lane and just
Ew.
drive like the other way through. It was insane.
I'm
man.
really on it today.
Dude, you're doing great.
Did you
man.
get it?
They'd come through. Yes, they come down the
Yeah.
What else did I see? I saw
The back of your eyelids while you slept.
Yes, I did. I saw the back of my eyelids.
I'm on a roll.
Nice and red.
I'm on a roll.
I got really fucking sunburnt. I fell asleep on the beach, and I was like, fuck sunscreen. And then I
Why?
deeply
What did
regretted
it say?
That's pretty good, dude. I took the sunscreen out to dinner first. It was fucking I still have sunburn. Like I'm still bright red on my shoulders and my back.
In your pussy?
And my pussy's a little red too, man.
so
Dude,
good.
you are fucking cracking
I'm
the
proud
joke
of
whip.
myself right now.
I'm feeling
See
it,
this
man.
smiling face of mine?
You see my smile? I see those pearly whites peeking through.
Pearly
there.
yellows, bruh. Those mossy yellows.
No, they look pretty white from here. Let me see.
Man, my teeth look like a goddamn coral reef.
They don't look like a coral reef. They look like sponge.
Yeah.
No, they look fine, dude.
A bunch of SpongeBobs lined in a
Little
row.
tiny SpongeBob's. I'm trying to think what else I did in Thailand. I mean, I
Nothing.
did so much. I went to the National Palace. I ate the best food I've ever had. Honestly,
Do you have a boner right now?
What? That?
It just looks like you're okay.
No,
never mind.
no.
It looks like your cock's just up
That's
and
the way the
hard.
shorts are. You know,
I was just like, God, you're like Thailand is.
oh my God, Thailand.